forgot to hit record, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and I'm gonna mute everybody out because there's a little bit of like background noise, so you don't have to worry about doing that on your end. Oh wait, let me see. I don't want to mute myself. Okay. So I guess I don't know how to mute everybody. So go ahead, and if you have something going on, like kids in the background or whatever, no problem at all. Just go ahead and mute yourself. It's in the bottom left corner. And then, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to go ahead and dive into the information about our products and the business. Okay, perfect. Everybody can still see me, right? Just nod. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so these are our doctors, Doctors Katie Rodan and Kathy Fields. These doctors are essentially a dermatological dream team. They have been, called that by respected, colleagues in the industry, both in the dermatological industry and, in skincare as a whole. They're Stanford trained. They own their own practice still today in San Francisco. And, these are the doctors who created Proactiv. So they built the biggest acne brand in the world. And they have since, left that company and, sold the rights to that company. And they really wanted to build a legacy brand for themselves. And that's why they called it Rodan and Fields. They put their name on it. So some really exciting stuff. So we are the #1 fastest growing skincare brand, and we have been for the last 5 years. What that means is we are growing faster than any other skincare brand in the United States. So think about any skincare brand that you use, Clinique, Lancome, I don't know, Bobbi Brown, all of that. We are the fastest growing, and we have been for the last 5 years, and it's super exciting. We are also the #1 premium acne brand in the US, and this is exciting as well because the doctors created Proactiv, which actually is the #1 in the mass category worldwide. And we are the #1 premium acne brand in the US. And the reason why we're only #1 in the US is because we're in the US and Canada. We're about to launch into Australia very soon. So that's why we're only #1 in the US, because we haven't launched globally yet. So really the doctors own both categories. They own the mass category with Proactiv, and then they own this with Unblemished, which is super impressive. In addition to that, we've become the #1 anti-aging brand in the US, and that's why people want to use our products, because they actually change your skin, they give you results, and people are noticing. So we have a lot of stuff to be super excited about. Finally, we are the #2 skincare brand in the US, and we've really just scratched the surface. And the reason I say that is because we haven't even launched. We're launching into Australia in December, and then we haven't even launched into Asia or any of the other global countries yet. And so to be #2 right now, just behind a company that I'm sure you know, Clinique, is really impressive, because there are still so many people out there that don't even know anything about our products or have never tried them. And so it's awesome. It's really, really impressive. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of background about the doctors and really how we launched into the channel that we're in right now. So we were the leading skincare company in department stores. We used to be in retail stores such as Nordstrom, Henry Bendel, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, numerous ones. And we actually were the top skincare company. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes, and I should just not do that. So in 2007, really people started shopping in a different way. People started shopping online. The economy was changing, And really there became an emergence of social media as well, which really changed shopping patterns and the way that people communicated with each other. So with the emergence of social media, people began to really value their friends and families' recommendations for restaurants, for cleaning ladies, for hairdressers, for skincare, for everything, because all you had to do is ask your friends on social media and people could respond. And the doctors took note of that, and they started to realize that the reason that they were the top skincare line in retail stores wasn't because the retailers were doing anything special to market their products or make them, number one. It was because of word of mouth. People were noticing a change in their skin. Their friends were noticing their skin. They were talking about it. And then in turn, people were coming in to buy the products. And that's what made us so successful. So because people were basing their purchasing, habits on recommendations, they really decided that in 2008 that they were going to pull out of the retail setting and enter into direct sales and really redefine how direct sales was going to be, really how their direct selling company was going to be different from anything else out there. And what I mean by that is that we were going to be able to piggyback on their success, leverage their names, and we were going to do everything virtually. There wasn't going to be baggies that we had to deliver. We weren't going to carry inventory. We weren't going to deliver any products at all and really have to carry a bunch of excess product. They were going to streamline it and really have a point of distribution from their warehouse to the customer's doorstep. And so that was really exciting that they've done that with our company. So now individuals like myself, I get to leverage their name and their brand, like I had mentioned in my story earlier. And really I get to focus on my network and talking to people and sharing the products. And I don't have to focus on the administrative stuff like building a website and, shipping the products to them individually and things like that. So it's great. So a little bit about the media coverage that we've had. There have been 233 million media impressions just in 2015 alone. Those are in print, meaning magazines. On television, we've been on the Today Show, we've been on Ellen, we've been on the Today Show a few times. Fox Business, I can't remember, there was another one, but I can't remember. And we've been on the web a ton. Tons of websites recommend our products as well, beauty blogs and things like that. And the reason I bring this up is because it's very impressive because our advertising budget is $0. We pay nothing to be in these publications, which I've learned through this business that we don't solicit any of the press that we get. And when you read these magazines, such as, In Style or Allure, and you have these lists of top 10, top 10, I don't know, night creams or something. People who, companies who are in these lists actually solicit them. They pay a lot of money to be in them. You can sit here, but you can't talk to me. Sorry, guys. So it's really impressive because we pay nothing. Editors and beauty editors love our products. Just erase it. Sorry, that's my son. So beauty editors love our products and they put it in there because they love them. And that's, to me, the best. So now when I read those lists, I take it with a grain of salt, and you should too. So really quickly before I go into the products, I am going to have my dear friend and my business partner, Alicia, share a little bit about herself. She has a different story and different background than I do, and so I'd like you to hear just a little bit about how she got involved in Rodan & Fields. Alicia?
Hi guys, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us tonight.
Cooper says hi. I said Cooper says hi.
Hi Coop. So I had a little different background than Natalie. So I am an advertising and marketing professional. So I work for an advertising agency. I've been with the same agency for about 15 years on the same client, which if you know anything about advertising agency and marketing business, it's pretty unheard of to be with the same company for that long. It's a very volatile business. So I consider myself very, very fortunate to have been with the same company for so long. But at the same time, I will honestly say I hit the glass ceiling a long time ago. That said, I've been able to provide a very nice and stable income for my family. So I do work a good 45 to 50 hours a week. When I'm traveling, I work more than that. I have a 10-year-old daughter and I have a wonderful husband, so my plate is pretty darn full. So when Natalie first mentioned this opportunity to me, I thought, you know what, she's crazy. I don't have time to add anything else to my plate. And I didn't really think that much about it for a while. And, she kept, bringing it to my attention and mentioning it to me. And I finally was like, okay, I should see what this is all about.
Can you come back?
So I did. And once I found out that it was the Proactive Doctors and that they were the masterminds and brains behind this whole business, my marketing brain kicked in and totally turned around, my perspective on this. And so I jumped right in knowing that if I could leverage the brand recognition and expertise of the doctors, that I wanted to do that. So jumped in. I've been doing this for about 2 years. What it's doing for me is I am creating a plan B. So if the advertising business and agency that I'm with, if that implodes, I have a second option for myself. I'm also helping other people build a business and a plan B for themselves. And that feels really, really awesome. And not to mention, I get to help people have really great skin and love their skin. So that's it. So
Awesome. Okay, so I have a little bit of a hiccup, so I'm just upgrading really quick because it says it's going to turn off. I'm finishing right now. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks for sharing your story. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into the products now. Hopefully that worked. Okay, it did. Okay, all right. Thank you. Go back to sharing my screen. And okay, everybody can see my screen, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dive into the products. So I have some, I have some really, buddy, you guys, sorry, I have a little sidekick with me right now. So I have some bad news. The bad news is that we're all aging all the time. And unfortunately, there's no, fortunately, I'm sorry, we can do something about that. So actually 80% of our aging process is in our control. So only 20% is genetic, which is really encouraging. So our daily practices and the products that we use on a daily basis really have an impact on your skin. And it can really either prevent the aging process from happening, or it can turn back the hands of time using some of our anti-aging products, which we'll talk about in just a minute. So what if you could turn your bathroom into a virtual skincare clinic? This is what the doctors really want to do. So the doctors really, with Rodan and Field, their goal is to bring skincare to the masses.
I know, I heard you.
They want to provide skincare, dermatological skincare to, I'm sorry, you guys. They want to provide dermatological skincare to the masses without a prescription, without the copays, without the high cost of a prescription refill, and without the hassle of having to go find a dermatologist. Whoever, if we could mute yourself out, that would be awesome. Thank you. Okay, so the philosophy of our skincare is multi-med therapy. What that means is that there is no magic potion. There is no magic ingredient that is going to take care of your skin. So can you close the door, please? Thank you. Which I think we all know that, to be quite honest. You know, when you pay $80 for the quote unquote miracle cream at Ulta, it's not going to take care of all of your problems. It may not even take care of any of your problems for that matter, but our products do. They deliver results, and it's because of the multi-med therapy. So if you look at the picture here at the bottom of this slide, you'll see that the bulk of our products, the bulk of our business is based on skin regimens. So what these regimens are there are multiple steps in each regimen, because each product builds on the other. Talk about multitasking here, huh? Each product is going to build on the other, and so that the formulation of the ingredients are going to, you know, gel together and create visible, transformative results. So let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, yeah. So everything, you know, the right ingredients with the right formulations in the right order, that's going to create change in your skin. And that's why our businesses are so successful, because our products actually do what they say they're going to do. And I'll show you why. All right, so I'm going to start with our this regimen called Soothe. As you can see, it's at 4 steps. The products are on the left. If you take a look at these before and afters, you can notice a significant improvement in redness. The one on the bottom has got some redness, and you know, it just looks, her skin almost looks hot and irritated. So what this regimen is going to do is it's going to reduce the irritation in your skin, and it's going to reduce the redness. Sometimes it can be in as little as 5 minutes, excuse me. It's going to shield your skin from environmental triggers that could cause it to flare up. And physical triggers too, meaning, you know, products that you put on your face that irritate your skin. That's a physical trigger. It's going to fortify, and it's going to repair that moisture barrier on your skin. And what that is it's the outermost layer. It's called the lipid barrier on your skin. And someone without sensitive skin that has a healthy one, that lipid barrier basically protects your skin from, you know, becoming irritated and flaring up. Well, when you have sensitive skin, that lipid barrier is compromised, and it's going to allow things to trigger and flare it up. And Soothe, really what it's going to do is hopefully either eliminate the flare-ups or, you know, significantly reduce the amount of flare-ups that you have. And each product in this regimen is really, really important, because they do each do something different. And a real quick note on all of them is that each regimen has an SPF, because that's one of the easiest ways to prevent the signs of aging, is by applying sunscreen. So I'm going to go ahead and go into our next regimen, which is Unblemish. I actually use this regimen every day in the mornings. It isn't a regimen that really treats the entire acne cycle. So it doesn't just, you're not chasing zits or pimples around your face and applying something to dry it out. What you're doing is you're really breaking the cycle of acne. And so our sulfur wash is really going to kill that bacteria. It's going to pull all those impurities from your pores and clear them out, bring them to the surface and wash them away, so that you don't have that cycle of acne continuing. You are actually able to, you know, to kill that bacteria. And then, you know, the rest of the steps will also help with the blemishes and, you know, clogged pores like blackheads and things like that. And then the sunscreen is really awesome. It's oil control. You need very little. It's really, really great. And as you can see, we are, as I mentioned earlier, the #1 acne brand in the US. This guy on the left is younger. That's why I like these before and afters, because, you know, it took him 5 weeks to see these results. And then the person on the right, it took her 1 week. Sometimes it could take 60 days. It really depends on the cycle of, you know, what type of acne you have. But we'll talk about why 60 days is significant in just a couple minutes. Reverse. This is the regimen that I actually started with, that I mentioned in my story. I was very similar to the girl on the top. I had terrible melasma. I grew up in California in the sun, did not apply sunscreen like I should have, and had really terrible sun damage as well. And this regimen completely transformed my skin. And really within weeks of using this regimen, I actually started the regimen and launched my business at the same time. This regimen basically launched my business for me, because people were noticing my skin and they were asking what I was doing. It was really great. So, you know, obviously this is going to reduce the brown spots, but if you're someone who doesn't have discoloration or brown spots or sun damage, it's really a great regimen to start with, because it's going to reduce the dullness, the murkiness of your skin. And it really, really pulls, you know, the dullness out and brings a bright, light complexion to your skin. And it's really, really, really awesome. A lot of people like to start on this to really kind of get their skin used to products. We like to call it boot camp for your skin. Really clean the slate, and then you can move into, if you're happy with your results, you can move into our anti-aging line. But one of the benefits of this actual regimen is that it is an added bonus, and it will help with some of those fine lines and wrinkles as well. Our last regimen is our Redefine regimen. It's our regimen for loss of firmness, shrinking those pores, the regimen for reducing the appearance of fine lines, and really just kind of Spanx for your face, really tightening and brightening. It's the #1 anti-aging brand in the US. You will love this line, and basically everybody wants to get to this line, but sometimes you have to start with some of our other regimens first in order to, you know, to target acne or sensitive skin or sun damage, and then you can eventually go into this line, which is really great about our products, because you can switch from regimen to regimen. And some people even use one in the morning and one at night. That's what I actually do. I use Unblemished in the morning, and I use Reverse at night. And actually, I'm sure Alicia will feel the same way. Pretty soon we'll be using Soothe, because it's going to be bone dry and freezing cold here in Chicago. So this regimen is phenomenal, and you will love it. You'll love all of them. So in addition to the, you know, the creams and the toners and the cleansers and all of that, we actually have some tools that are really exciting that I want to share with you. The Amp MD roller on the left, the little blue tool, actually has little stainless steel needles. You can't really see them on the picture, but it also comes with a 60-day supply of night renewing serum. And what this does is it exfoliates at the microscopic level. So it's a micro exfoliation. It's going to enhance your firmness. It's going to speed up that collagen production, and it comes, like I said, with that, the little thing on the left is to clean it every night. It comes with some tablets to clean it, and then it comes with a night renewing serum. And really, if you're interested in this awesome tool, it's best to pair it with a regimen, because you're going to get the most bang for your buck that way. And the consultant that invited you tonight can go ahead and share with you, you know, the bundles that we have and things like that. Really, you save a lot of money if you pair that with, you know, Reverse or Redefine, or we've got some awesome specials. Our next tool here is our Cute Care. These are little patches. They almost look like the size of a Band-Aid. You pick an expression line on your face, your 11s, your smile lines, maybe crow's feet, that's an expression line that you dislike. You wash your face, and you apply the patch or patches. You know, you could do them here, you could do one here, you could do your forehead, whatever you like. And really, you apply it, and the hyaluronic acid and the peptides will essentially melt into your wrinkle overnight. You sleep with it on, and it's going to reduce that line or that wrinkle. And this also, if you're interested in this product, it's also best, to pair it with a regimen, because our bundles save a lot of money. Okay. So we are so confident that you're going to love your skin that we offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. And this 60-day money-back guarantee is significant. The number 60 is significant because the doctors are dermatologists. They know that your skin is not going to change overnight, just like they know that a magic potion, cream or whatever is not going to change your skin. So they give you 60 days. Try the products, try a full regimen. If you do not see the results that you had hoped for or desired, you can return those empty bottles, ship them back, you will get a full refund. And that 60-day window, I think, is so awesome because it does take some people, as I mentioned with our acne line, it takes some people some time to see results. Some people will see results quickly, some people take a little bit longer. So they're willing to give you that time and offer you that 60-day money-back guarantee. The other thing, too, is all of our products come with a sticker on the back that asks you to track your results. They want you to take a before picture, and they want you to take an after picture. And if you wanted to submit them, you could even earn yourself a free regimen. You can submit them to the corporate office, and they will offer you a free regimen if they decide that your results are something that they want to use for marketing, if you allow it. So that's pretty cool too. And I loved this 60-day money-back guarantee because honestly, I was a skeptic. I used Neutrogena and oil of Olay, and nothing had ever really helped my skin. And so, it really stood out to me. But I didn't need it, obviously. All right, so our newest product is super exciting. It's called Lash Boost. It is amazing. I was just talking to some of the girls on the call tonight about how I've been using it for about 10 days, and I noticed a huge improvement in the length of my lashes. So basically what it is it's going to enhance the appearance of your eyelashes. It's going to make them longer looking, fuller looking, and darker looking. You may find that you don't have to use mascara. And then the icing on the cake is you can use them on your eyebrows as well. So some of us were heavily plucking through the 90s and 2000s when it was, popular to have thin eyebrows. And now we're paying for it because our eyebrows are thinner. And of course we're aging, which is also another really fun aspect of it, is your eyelashes and eyebrows thin. So just another reason to go makeup free. You can now hopefully skip your mascara by using Lash Boost. And just kind of want to throw this out there. There have been 6 safety studies done on Lash Boost. The doctors take a lot of pride in their products and really will not put anything out there that is not safe, that is not does not have the highest standards in order for them to put their name on their product. So just to reassure everybody that it is completely safe. There are really no side effects. You just they're proven to enhance your lashes and your eyebrows. And here's a couple of pictures just to show you the top. These are both consultants that have tracked their 30 and 60-day lashes, and I think it's super, super impressive. Okay, so I'm going to let my dearest friend, this is one of the best perks about this business, is one of my best friends and I get to work together, and she's going to share a very, her short story. I'll leave this up here. And just kind of tell you a little bit about herself and how she got involved with Rodan & Fields, and then I'll kind of wrap it up after that. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for jumping on tonight, you guys. Natalie and she was an educator as well, and so am I. I'm an educator at heart, but most importantly, I'm a wife and a mom of 2 very rambunctious little boys. I taught in San Diego for 8 years, and then we relocated to Northern California to be closer to family because my husband travels a lot for work and I really needed their support. I was able to stay at home for 4 years and raise my 2 bear cubs, as I call them, or my little boys, Wyatt, 7, they are my bear cubs, and Chase, who's 5.
Sorry.
But I was yearning for something more. I wasn't sure I wanted to go back to teaching, and I looked at other direct selling companies and tried a few, but they just didn't feel right, and I wasn't seeing the success that I expected. In the meantime, I was watching one of my very best friends and business partner today, Natalie, build her RNF business, and I saw what it was doing for her personally and how it was successfully impacting her family. And I wanted that in my life. I wanted to help contribute financially to our family. I wanted to be successful more than just mom. So I was very curious, but my husband, let's be real, my husband would kill me if I joined another direct selling company. So through all this, my skin went crazy. I had horrible cystic acne and had been to the dermatologist several times to treat it, and nothing worked. So let's just say that was a little blessing in disguise. I saw all these before and after pictures that she was posting and how the acne regimen was completely changing people's skin, and I had to try it. The product worked for me, and I loved the way it made my skin feel. I joined as a consultant because I wanted the deepest discount, but I also wanted the opportunity that Rodeo Fields had to offer. Like I said, I was yearning for something, and this just felt like it was a good fit. At the same time, a reading specialist position opened up at my son's school, and I applied for it and got the job. So now I basically had committed myself to 2 jobs. I wasn't sure what I was thinking, but I just went with it. I really do love what I love working with kids and my students, but I really, really miss the flexibility that staying at home allowed me. I realized I don't want to work an 8 to 3 job. I don't want a set schedule. I want to be able to attend my boys' field trips, who actually I missed out on an opportunity today. I want to volunteer in their classrooms. I want to go to the gym or catch a yoga class at 9. I want to be able to go grocery shopping during the day and not have to deal with the 5 o'clock grocery store shop rush, I should say. But also I want to contribute financially. And I'm really starting to see how Rodan and Fields will afford me these things. I've worked my business for a little over a year, and I fit it into the nooks and crannies of my busy life. I'm now able to make both car payments, pay for my own products, and some. I love that there is no limit on my earning potential. My business is growing rapidly. I'm building a team, and I'm taking full advantage of this amazing opportunity. But more than that, we just got back from Las Vegas from our convention, and I realized I joined a company that is sincere about giving me personal growth opportunities, teaching me how to be a better professional. And I mean, I'm surrounded by a team that motivates and inspires me every day. So here I am, and that's my story.
Awesome.
Back to you, Natalie.
Thanks. Awesome. That's the best part about this business, is that we all have different reasons for joining and doing it, and different outcomes, and we all have different backgrounds. It's great. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up, but first I'm just going to talk a little, very, very briefly about our business model, because some people have a preconceived notion about how this business works, and I just kind of want to give you some facts, really. So the doctors have redefined business ownership. They, instead of a traditional brick and mortar, they have really, given us an opportunity to own a turnkey business. So what I mean by that is, when we enroll and become a rep for this company or a consultant, everything is there for us. We're ready to start our business the second we hit the enroll button. We have our websites, we have the tools and supports, we have assessment tools, we have hotlines, we have training, we have, everything that you need to run a successful business is up and running and there for you right away. And then the upfront cost to our business ownership is so small comparatively. If you were to own a franchise, it would be, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know exactly, but I know it's really expensive. And the earning potential, like Karen said, is unlimited. So there is no glass ceiling. When I was a teacher, I taught for 9 years. I was already completely all the way over on the pay scale. I had earned as many units as I could to get a higher paycheck. And I wasn't going to get another raise until I had put in 20 years teaching. And that was 11 years away from where I was. So here, the harder you work, the more you get paid. And there is no glass ceiling in terms of the amount of income that you can earn. So really what you're doing is you're sharing the business, you're sharing the products with your network, and you develop points of distribution. Points of distribution can also be looked at as stores. So every single person that distributes the product owns their own store. And that's why I like to equate it to a franchise, because that's really how it works. Each person that opens their own store develops their own customer base. And then for training, your team members in the new stores that you open for.
We lost you, Natalie.
Oh, really?
You're back now.
Oh, sorry. So for launching a business and, can you hear me now? Okay. So for launching a business and training your new store owners or distributors, you get a little bit of commission on that. And really, you can develop these stores all over the US and Canada. We'll be launching in Australia in starting in December, but the actual launch is in January, and then moving on into Asia after that, and we'll be global. And so, you get to be your own boss. You have the flexibility to work when you want, where you want, with whom you want. And it's just a really phenomenal thing. I get to work with some of my absolute best friends in the whole world. So when we get together to work, not only do we work, but we get to spend time together. We get to, celebrate one another and lift each other up. And it's just a really unique opportunity. And I absolutely love connecting with new people and old friends. And it's just a great, great opportunity. And our businesses are successful because the products work. They do what they say they're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and close out with just a couple of the supports that I mentioned, and then I'll get on to our awesome raffle that we're going to have. So some of the supports that we have a hotline, we have a team of nurses, and a website that we can go to find ingredient lists and really get some answers to specific product questions that maybe customers might have, or even new consultants. It's a great support for a new consultant, and it's a great support for customers, for us as consultants to be able to support the customers and give them the information that they need. We've got an assessment tool, which is phenomenal. It's called the Solution Tool. If you haven't taken it, please reach out to the consultant that brought you on tonight. They will send you their solution tool, and it's amazing because you do not have to be a skincare expert to be a consultant with Rodan & Fields. This skincare consultation takes under a minute. It's, I believe, 5 questions, and it really just gives us a springboard or a baseline in terms of what type of skin you have and where the best place to start is. It's not the end-all be-all. In my opinion. I like to consult people and talk to them and get a real feel for their skin and lifestyle. But it's a great launch pad to be able to figure out where you're going to start with your product. And then we have training, unending training, constant training, the learning and the personal development and all of that is, top notch and accessible anytime, anywhere, by phone, by computer. It's always recorded. It's just amazing. And without all of these supports, our businesses would not be successful at all. So I just wanted to close out. I'd like to thank everybody for joining tonight. And everyone who is on live is going to be entered into a raffle to earn a 60-day supply of lip serum, which is one of my absolute favorite products. Alicia has actually, I think, let me know if you got everybody, put everybody's name into a basket, and she's going to go ahead and raffle it off now. But before she does that, just wanted to mention that anybody who decides that they would like to purchase products and become a preferred customer, obviously get with your consultant, figure out, you know, what products are for you. If you place your order by Sunday at 8 p.m. Pacific time, this Sunday, you will be entered into a raffle to win a full tube of Lash Boost, our newest product. So those of you on right now will get into the lip serum raffle, and then we will have the Lash Boost raffle on Sunday if you place an order. And then finally, you know, if you decide that you want to learn a little bit more about products, if you want to learn a little more about the business opportunity or becoming a wholesale customer, just reach out to your consultant. We will set up a time. You know, I can help answer questions and, you know, get on the phone and get you all the answers that you need for either any of your concerns. Okay, you ready, Alicia?
I am ready.
Okay.
Okay, so I hope that this, whoever I'm going to call out is a phone number. I hope it's not a consultant. So if it is, then I'm sorry, you're not eligible. But so hopefully that's not who this is. So I'm only going to give out the area code, and then whoever this is, get in touch with the person that invited you, and we'll get you your lip serum.
Yep. You just have to give me your address, and I'll send it out.
Yep. So the person that is going to win the amazing lip serum has an area code of 813.
813.
813, you're the lucky winner.
Whoever you are.
The best lip serum ever.
Okay. I guess they don't want. Do you want to announce yourself? No.
I don't know if it's me or somebody else.
813.
Are you 813? I'm sure that's.
I am.
There's only one 813 on my list, so I think that's probably you.
That's you.
Oh, awesome.
Who?
My name is Kim.
Kim. All right.
Kim.
Okay.
K-I-M.
So go ahead and give the person that invited you tonight, give them your address, and they'll send it to me. And I'll
Okay.
send it out tomorrow.
Way to go, Kim!
All right, that would be Lori Park.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Are you
Awesome.
on, Lori?
Yay!
Are you?
$60 value. Great.
Thank you so much. I
Yes,
appreciate
you're very
it.
welcome. I'm excited for you. And then, if you decide that you're going to make a purchase, and you don't have to be a new preferred customer. If you're already a preferred customer and you end up ordering something else by Sunday, you still get into the Lash Boost raffle.
All right, cool. Well,
Yeah.
I'll talk to Lori about that.
Okay, great.
Sounds great. Thank
Okay,
you so
awesome.
much.
All right, guys, thanks so much for being on. It was fun. And hopefully I
Thanks,
get to talk
Natalie.
to some of you on the phone. Okay, bye.
Everybody have a good one. Thank you. Bye.